There was a fair old period when there wasn't much to do in Helldivers 2. Me and my mods over on my streams run a trench warfare loadout just to make the game harder, different, and force you to approach everything in a completely different way. However, a well-known leaker within Helldivers 2 has cooked up an awesome new concept that too makes you approach any mission in a completely unique manner. Hey there everyone, my name's Dino the Casual Diver, and today we're going to be showcasing a recent post from a worthy leaker within Helldivers 2 that deserves your attention. Let's go. In Helldivers 1, there was a planetary eclipse hazard that would plunge the surface you're on into almost complete darkness, with nothing but your beacons, weapon-mounted flashlights, and of course flares to bring just a small amount of visibility to your surroundings. What we see in this showcase is the planetary eclipse event caused by another big planet covering the sun plunges the map into a deep shade of blue, or on some other planets, complete darkness altogether. Tier5NPC states that this showcase will be using a fully custom night vision system along with weapons and armor. But before we go any further, and regardless of this night vision system not being official in any way, it already paints a phenomenal picture of a mission that could be pure nightmare fuel. First impressions from this showcase video to me demonstrates how much of an outright horror game Helldivers 2 can become with simply turning a planet's lights off entirely. I'm a sucker for minimalistic light sources, be it in video games or movies, as taking away that one simple element changes the dynamics and approach to any mission at all. Helldivers is a beautiful game at the best of times, but seeing just this small clip of the gun-mounted torch illuminating nothing but the tree and foliage really emphasizes what potential this type of planetary event has. Tier5NPC notes that the bots are still able to detect Helldivers at a fairly moderate distance despite the darkness shrouding the planet. However, the bots do stick out themselves due to their illuminating red eyes. Bugs, on the other hand, seem pretty docile in comparison, unless you start running, shooting, or call down a stratagem. But using one of these flares gathers the chaff like moths to a flame, and rightly so. But their attention will quickly change if you interrupt them. This only seems to be the case with chaff, as chargers and titans apparently don't seem too concerned by the flares. Bots will only briefly investigate a flare, but will also begin to search around more for the source rather than stare at a glistening star in the lower atmosphere. So the flare is a free objective stratagem that is exclusively offered to operations with the planetary eclipse event. It won't take any of your current stratagem slots and will be available similar to when Super Earth gives weapons and stratagems to test and use. Now, on my previous video of the Klen Dahth 2 event and what potential it holds, my predictions were of course way off what actually occurred with the Illuminate. However, it's somewhat logical to speculate that this event that plunges the planet into a dark shade of blue most likely will result in us divers being granted these flare stratagems on behalf of Super Earth to navigate the landscape. What I'm saying is that this showcasing of the planetary eclipse hazard, along with the planet being in a dark shade of blue, in my opinion, only leads to how soon we may be experiencing the Klen Dahth 2 planet event. I would absolutely play the hell out of these missions, purely for how cinematic they could become, and I didn't think Helldivers could get any more cinematic than it already is. And granted, none of this is set in stone, purely speculative from a showcasing of potential content, but regardless, it's something I absolutely want to see in Helldivers 2. And that about does it for today's video. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Sorry this one took a minute to get out, but hopefully I'll have another video out sooner than later. I stream over on Kick and Twitch most of the time, and if there's ever a Helldivers stream, I'll be streaming it here on YouTube too. Safe diving everyone, and until next time.